Ave Maria, welcome to another edition of Booklog. In this programme we will have a look at Padre Pio of Pietrelcina by Father Stefano Minelli. This book is a translation from the Italian and has recently been reprinted. Father Stefano was an Italian priest born in 1933. He entered the conventual Franciscan order in Naples, making his first profession at the age of 16. He was ordained a priest at 22 years, eventually holding the office of Minister Provincial. Together with another conventual, Father Gabriele Pelletieri, he founded the Franciscans of the Immaculate, a form of Franciscan life as lived by Saint Maximilian Kolbe. This order was established by Pope John Paul II in 1990. Father Stefano comes from a family of 21 children. His parents entrusted the whole family to Padre Pio, who accepted, saying, "Questa è a mia famiglia," this is my family. Some of the stories in this book are the personal recollections of Father Stefano himself. The book is a very concise and very informative account of Padre Pio's life. It has approximately 140 pages and is well illustrated. We read how Padre Pio was born in 1887 in Pietrelcina, Italy, and was christened Francesco. His parents were very devout Catholics, materially very poor, but spiritually very rich. He loved to be in church and had an early love of prayer, especially the Holy Rosary, which the family prayed every evening. He had a hatred for evil and loved decency even in play. When he was 10 years old, little Francesco was listening to a sermon in church and heard a clear, strong voice from God calling him to be a priest. He said nothing, but the following year, when a visiting Capuchin friar came to the village begging alms, he expressed his desire to be a Capuchin priest. His parents supported his vocation. However, they could not afford to send young Francesco to school, so his father went to the USA on 2 occasions to earn the necessary money. Later in life, Padre Pio would be deeply moved as he recalled, "My father crossed the ocean twice in order to give me the chance to become a friar." Francesco entered the Capuchins in 1903, receiving the religious name Pio. He was ordained a priest in 1910. On the day of his ordination, he wrote a short prayer. "O Jesus, object of my longings and of my life, I ask thee as I lift thee up today in the sacrament of love, to enable me to be a holy priest and a perfect victim for thy sake." In 1910, he suffered the pains of our Lord's Passion in his hands and in his feet. This is the first record of the stigmata, which remained invisible until 1918. He frequently suffered assaults from the devil, and afterwards was sometimes comforted by Jesus, Our Lady, his guardian angel, and other saints. In 1916, he was transferred to the friary at San Giovanni Rotondo, where he remained until his death in 1968. Padre Pio was blessed with many supernatural gifts besides the stigmata, including bilocation, prophecy, reading hearts, healing, interpreting languages, sometimes with the help of his guardian angel, and praying even whilst asleep. Padre Pio said in 1922, "I hear a voice within me that persistently tells me, be holy and have a holy influence." He had a special love for Our Lady, his Madonna. "Love the Madonna and make her loved by others. Always pray the Rosary." He also upheld the truth that Mary is mediatrix of all graces. He spent many hours in the confession box every day, often hearing over 100 confessions. He always stressed the importance of frequent confession. He prepared for his Holy Mass long before daybreak. On matters of faith and morals, Padre Pio allowed no compromise. On someone's experience with non-Catholic religions, he said, "They have only a part of the light. we have the full light. He hated all sins of impurity. On homosexuality, euthanasia, and abortion, he said, "These are great abominations of mankind." On divorce, he said, "Divorce is creation destroyed by man, and thus it is the main highway that leads to hell." On the contraceptive pill, he said that this was a product of hell. And indeed, less than a fortnight before he died in 1968, he wrote to Pope Paul VI expressing his unconditional support for Humanae Vitae. He established a hospital for the sick and called it the Home for the Relief of Suffering, which opened in 1956. And this was to be a place of prayer and science. Padre Pio often said, "What is lacking today in man is prayer." He appeals to his many spiritual children to form prayer groups, which today can be found all over the world. Padre Pio died in 1968, repeating up to the last moment the words, "Jesus Mary, Jesus Mary." Immediately after his death, the marks of the stigmata disappeared. Padre Pio was canonized in the year 2002. Pope Benedict XV once said of Padre Pio, "Padre Pio is indeed one of those extraordinary men whom God from time to time sends upon the earth to convert hearts." Let's leave with a prayer composed by St. Pio himself. "My Jesus, save everyone. I offer myself as a victim for them all. Strengthen me, take my heart, fill it with your love, and then command whatever you will." St. Pio, pray for us. Until the next edition of Booklog, I'm Frost Alanis. Ave Maria, and God bless you.